gather here today in the presence of God, family, and friends to join John and Jamie in marriage. As many of you know, they come from different backgrounds, yet their love transcends boundaries, and we honor their commitment to each other and the merging of their hearts and souls. We recognize the significance of this day as Jamie and John bring together their Jewish and Christian heritages. Each comes with their own beautiful traditions, and for this they are twice blessed. So how did John and Jamie meet? The old-time way, from the 80s in a bar? No. Was it in a library amongst all the shushes? Nope, not that way either. Maybe he bumped her cart at the grocery store. No, they met like other men do these days, through a dating site. And what made this match? Was it John's profile picture? No, not really. Wait. Jamie admitted as much later in their courtship. In fact, she stated it was a terrible picture and that it was a mugshot. Yes, it was a little deeper than that. It was their shared love of Harry Potter. So John took a shot and he asked Jamie, did she want to have coffee and discuss life as muggles? So their first date was where they found a deep appreciation for, well, telling the truth. On March 28th, 2017, at Professor Java's, Jamie had to come clean and in all transparency tell John she was still married, albeit she was legally separated. And this compelled John also to be honest and do the same. Not about separation, but something that may have hard driven her away and quickly. He still lived with his parents. And on December 28th, 2018, John proposed at Nicole's restaurant in Albany. And finally, after 6 years, John left his childhood homestead and they moved in together. It was around August of 2019. And as with many of us here today, they also navigated and succeeded their way through COVID, which was a trying times for all of us. As you pledge your vows to each other, and as you commit your lives to each other, we ask that you do so in all seriousness, and yet with a deep sense of joy and conviction that you are committing yourselves to a dynamic, growing relationship of trust, mutual support, and growing love. So please turn towards one another and join hands. Jamie and John, I ask that you always treat yourselves and each other with respect, that you remind yourselves often of what brought you together, and that you both take responsibility for the qualities of your lives together, working towards the common goals of creating peace, joy, and harmony in your marriage. So Jamie, will you have John to be your husband, to live with him, respect him, and love him as God intends, with the promise of faithfulness, tenderness, and helpfulness, as long as you both shall live? And John, will you have Jamie to be your wife, to live with her, respect her, and love her as God intends, with the promise of faithfulness, tenderness, and helpfulness, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And now that you have declared your intentions, I invite you both to share your vows with one another.
My darling John, today, in front of our nearest and dearest, and Zumba Jen, I promise to love, honor, and occasionally put up with your sleep apnea. I vow to be your partner in crime, your co-conspirator in all things, and your biggest fan, even when you insist that what you're wearing is okay to go out with in public.
Nice.
I promise to laugh at all your jokes, even the ones I've heard a million times, and to never let your coffee cup go empty as long as I can remember to push the button on the Keurig machine. I pledge to always offer my help in the kitchen after you've almost finished cooking, to be your constant reminder that the yard looks like a jungle, and your emergency, I think you should call the vet, alarm. In sickness and in health, through thick and thin, especially when we are trying out a new recipe, I will be by your side, armed with a fork and a sense of humor. I vow to support your dreams, lift you up when you're feeling down, and never judge you for your love of cheesy action movies, even though I secretly like them myself. So here's to us, my love, partners in laughter, adventure buddies, and the ultimate dynamic duo. I love you more than my Dunkin' coffee. That does say a lot. With all my heart, Jamie.
My dearest Jamie, as I stand here today in front of our friends, family, and Zumba J, I promise to love, cherish, and occasionally tolerate you. I also vow to be your partner in crime, your teammate in all things, and your personal comedian, even if my jokes sometimes miss the mark. I promise to be your rock, your shoulder to lean on, and your designated cook, yard boy, snow shoveler, and insect remover. I pledge to always share my Cooper cheese with you, even though I secretly want it all for myself. I promise to be your Netflix, Hulu, Prime, and Disney Plus buddy, your Regal Cinema Movie Pass partner, and vow to use hand sanitizer before eating the movie popcorn. I vow to support your dreams, encourage your ambitions, and never complain too much about having to take multiple photos for your scrapbook collection. In sickness and in health, through laughter and tears, I'll be there for you with a bad pun or a movie quote, a warm hug, and a bowl of matzo ball soup. So here's to us, my love, partners in crime, best friends forever, and the ultimate Polak and a Jew. I love you more than golf, and that's saying something.
So Jamie, take the ring and place it upon John's finger, and as you do, repeat after me. I am my beloved's,
I am my beloved,
and my beloved is mine.
and my beloved is mine.
John, take the ring and place it upon Jamie's finger. And as you do, repeat after me. I am my beloved's,
I am my beloved,
and my beloved is mine.
and my beloved is mine.
Nice. And now, in a variation of the unity candle, the combining of sand truly symbolizes the melding of your two souls. Each of you now holds a vessel of sand. And allow this sand to represent your life. Every thought that ever crossed your mind and every word that ever crossed your lips. All of your victories and all of your failures. All of your joys and all of your sorrows. Every grain of sand is another moment that is yet to be. Watch as the grains of sand mix together, forming one structure. So too have your spirits come together today to form one singular entity, to form a collection, much grander than you have ever could have accumulated on your own. Note also how combined, the sands may never again be separated. Your lives, like the sand, have become all the grander with the involvement of your partner. As you move forward in life, keep your partner close to your heart, recognizing that they are an integral part of your being. Now, John, at this time, you'll have the opportunity for perhaps two of the greatest joys of this day. The first will be stomp the glass, and second, kiss Jamie for the first time as your wife. The breaking of the glass holds multiple meanings within the Jewish faith. Some say it represents the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. Others say it demonstrates that marriage holds sorrow and joy and represents the commitment to stand by one another even in hard times. It is also to remind all of us that as glass is fragile, so are human relationships. Once the glass is broken, it can never return to what it was. John, you're going to have to really stomp on it. So, may your bond of love be as difficult to break as it would be to put back together these pieces of glass. Knowing that this marriage is permanent, may the two of you strive daily to show each other love and respect. Some will say that the moment that John smashes a glass, it will symbolize the last time he gets to put his foot down. Possibly. Maybe. Most likely. Yep. So now I invite everyone after John breaks the glass to shout the Hebrew words, Mazel Tov, meaning good fortune and congratulations. Jamie and John, our wish for you today is that the innumerable pieces of glass beneath your feet will be a reminder of the innumerable ways that you will love each other in years to come. Mazel Tov! You all right? All right. Inasmuch as you, Jamie and John, have thus consented in the matrimony and have witnessed the same before God, family, and friends, by virtue of the authority vested in me as an officiant of the Universal Life Church and by the laws of New York State, I now pronounce you husband and wife. John, you may kiss your bride.
We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises, a kiss for luck and we're on our way.
We've only begun.
Before the rising sun we fly.
humbled beyond belief. I know that a lot of people were concerned that after 7 years we were rushing into marriage. But, we took our time, and no, Jamie is not pregnant. But, it's all about friends and family, and that's what's most important right now. And we are just so thankful everybody can be here today.
So one day I remember coming home in 2017, I remember seeing a light switch in my room had been fixed. I asked my mom who fixed it, and she says, my boyfriend did. I said, my mom having a boyfriend? No. But anyway, she asked me if I wanted to meet him, and I said, sure, going along with it. But 20 minutes later, Mr. John Rubitsky comes walking through the side door. I looked at him and said to myself, I know this freaking guy. I met him at The Great Escape. I knew John before I knew John. John ended up taking me to Dave & Buster's that night, and if there's anything John's good at, it's making first impressions. John has been a big part of my life, and so has Sarah. I couldn't ask for a better family, and thank you guys for everything. And Mom, thank you for being my day one. I couldn't ask for a better role model to raise me. You've taught me so much in this world, from learning how to ride a bike to driving a car. Thank you for making me the man I am today. I will always be your number one supporter.
So I want to talk about the first time I met John. It was a summer day in July, and my mom decided to take Max and I to The Great Escape, as he just mentioned. And little did I know that this stranger and his daughter we ran into would now be my stepfather and stepsister. Mind you, she did tell me he was her patient and that it was a coincidence that we had run into them. So, apparently they had been dating for months prior. I just had no idea, so. Fast forward to September, when I was actually forced to meet him as my mom's boyfriend. At first I was scared, but he did buy me Chipotle and won over my heart, so. Not to mention, the first time he met my best friend Julianne, he bought her Dunkin' and naturally won hers over too. And when she approved, I did as well. Since then, I have watched my mom and John grow to love each other and fight through anything that has been thrown at them. I am eternally grateful that my mom has found someone who she can spend the rest of her life with and have a happy ending.
So thank you for coming here, both near and far. It means a lot to us all. And you can kind of sense a theme with our toasts here. So I am going to tell the story of how I first met Jamie. And yes, it was arranged. When I was growing up, my dad came into my room and he asked, do you want to go on an ice cream run to the store? We go to the store, and there's some lady sitting in the frozen food aisle, halfway in the frozen food section. And I was like, she's taking her sweet-ass time. And for those of you who don't know, luckily, the Rubitsky clan has a wonderful gene of reciting movie quotes at every given opportunity. So the source material in that instance was from My Blue Heaven. There's a notorious pickup line scene in the frozen food aisle. The first two words I hear out of my dad's mouth are, "Excuse me." And I, in utter embarrassment, fled the scene. And I was halfway down the next aisle over, covering my face, so in shock, that I hear laughter behind me, and it's like, wait, please, wait. And then I'm formally introduced to Jamie.
Just so everyone knows, if they don't know what the pickup line was from My Blue Heaven, Steve Martin walks over to the woman and says, "It's dangerous for you to be in the frozen food section." Why is that? Because you could melt all this stuff.
You and I must make a pact. We must bring just like me. If you should ever find someone new, I know he better be good to you. 'Cause if he does,